place, but we're gonna, I don't want to slam it, but we're still gonna do a little bit of real news. Here, of course, with Auditing America, Lady Liberty, introducing Lady Liberty. So, I'm getting a little excited. So, a couple things I want to talk about. I always say a couple things and it turns into a bunch of things. But yeah, first and foremost, guys, I want you guys to go over to Lady Liberty's channel. She's the newest edition, Auditing America. She's got some content coming out probably tomorrow. Check us out, probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. We'll have some content up on that channel. Of course, you guys are just joining, smash the like, go to Auditing America. Like, share, and subscribe. Please go over there. So, guys, I'm feeling extra excited right now. It's because we're doing a lot of good things going on. So, let's talk about this. The stimulus bill. Okay? The House passed this $600 stimulus bill. Donald Trump was saying that he wanted to make it $2,000. He even had agreement from AOC and Bernie Sanders, which is a pretty rare thing to find in today's world, where you have people like AOC actually agreeing with people like Donald Trump. And that's something that you never see, but yet Donald Trump came back down at the last second, and they did actually pass the check. So don't worry, guys. The money's coming. Don't worry, your money's coming back to you. But it's going to be only $600. So they shut down an entire economy. They shut down churches. They shut down funerals. They shut down everybody's lives. Shut down your jobs. But Walmart, World's Roast Beef, Taco Bell, you can stay open. Gyms, you guys have to close. And they give you $600. That's what the Democrats and Republicans think about you, $600. That's what they can agree on. They can agree on to warrantlessly wiretap you with the NSA. They can agree every few years to come together and do the illegal unconstitutional Patriot Act. The Democrats and Republicans can't agree on much except for stealing your rights and stealing your money. And it's really, really unfortunate that this happened because the real stimulus check is ending the lockdowns. It's opening back up. It's giving us back our rights, our inalienable rights. And so I wanted to read just 2 paragraphs here from this, right here. The Declaration of Independence.
Thank you, Jose, for the donation.
Tell me, right here, what you think about these 2 paragraphs, very small paragraphs, and they start like this. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that we should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they're endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. I've been harping on that quite frequently.
By the way, shout outs to Randy. We met him today at the Gary. Yes. But he's under Randy over here. But yes,
okay.
What's up, Gary? Good to see you here, man.
Yes. So the second paragraph, almost done. I know you guys love when I talk so much, but I'm going to try to wrap it up. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they're endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their powers from the consent of the governed. That's us. Lastly, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. So, you see right here, inalienable rights. They've been made alien to us. How many times do I have to say? They shut down businesses, they ripped the people apart at funerals and said, no, you can't have a funeral. And they arrested people for having a funeral. So, government was created to secure these inalienable rights. Life, liberty, Lady Liberty, like, share, and subscribe.
Description of the last videos. Yeah.
The last 2 videos, in the description box, as well as the pinned comment, is Lady Liberty's channel. She's going to be debuting some new comments this week, probably tomorrow. So like, share, and subscribe. Go over to that channel right now. Give it some love. She debuted in 2 artists with us today, and she did amazingly. She actually caught us in check.
Yes. Lady Liberty already has a couple of videos that she's gonna upload. So Lady Liberty, we're waiting on you to upload those videos so that people can find you. So right now you can find Lady Liberty's YouTube channel on the description and the pinned comment on the last two videos that we posted. So if you want to follow Lady Liberty, she's a freedom fighter. She stands up for your rights. Go to her channel and subscribe. And also make sure you hit the bell so that you're the first ones to watch the videos when she uploads them, okay? That's the new addition to Auditing America. She's going to be giving you guys great content. So go over there. She needs a thousand subscribers to go live. So go over there right now and do that.
And it's important to support the people that are even just taking the step. And she's already produced some content today with us and has other ones that, like we said, we're going to upload. But the point is, even just taking that first step, it's important that we help Lady Liberty. So like you said, like, share, and subscribe, because that ability to go live is very important. Because sometimes we've had it happen. Mr. America and myself were at the NSA, we were filming, and because we weren't live that day, which I'll never forgive you for, Mr. America, I'm gonna write a book about you in jail. The idiot that never went live at the NSA. It was the best video. Well, we're gonna find that video. But the point is, we couldn't go live that day at the NSA because the NSA has all this crazy signal stuff. When you're in DC, in Maryland, the signal's crazy. So it's very important when we have a new person that's putting themselves out in the line, that they have the ability to go live so that you guys can watch alongside. So if she gets into any harm, or if there's any officer or even public citizenry misconduct, that we know where she's at. Because a lot of these auditors, they go out on their own, risking their own lives by themselves. So I do not recommend doing that. I recommend, if you are considering becoming an auditor or getting into activism, one, make sure it's non-violent. Two, let people know where you're going. Even if it's just to a protest, let somebody know. Try to bring somebody with you, right? Because you never know what can happen. We've seen some of the things that police have done on body cams. We've watched police officers literally like the Dave Chappelle show, sprinkling crack on people and on a drug thing on their own body cam, and they thought they weren't doing it. So can you imagine what they would do if we don't have people live streaming? And the only thing holding us together, this community of activists, is each other. The NSA is not helping us. Hillary Clinton's not sending me any fat checks, right? Nobody's looking out for us. The government, the police, they're looking out for the governors. They're looking out for the mayors. They're looking out for the authorities. We have to look out for one another. We're all we got. It's we the people. And as I was saying right here, these truths are self-evident. That means, duh, it's obvious. There's no need for an explanation. How many people are watching right now, Mr. America?
About 200.
200. We need to get more because this is a very, very important point. This is the most important point. So smash the like. I want as many people to get this video as they can, because you guys
Hit the like button.
I'm not unboxing toys right now. I'm not sitting here. Mom, give me another Diet Coke. I'm crushing Call of Duty Cyberpunk 2077. I'm not doing that right now. I'm telling you something that's very important, that the people that created this country and the civil rights of this country thought was so important that they put their lives on the line and some even died for it. And it's this. I'm going to make it as short and sweet. This is the Declaration of Independence right here. And it says right here, these truths are self-evident. What's self-evident? That our rights are inalienable. That means they cannot be taken away. That means your birthright is your right. That means you have the freedom to do what you wish. As long as you're not preemptively harming somebody. That's why it's always non-violent. But we hold these truths to be self-evident, that you have these inalienable rights, and government is established to preserve these rights. So what happens is whenever the form of government becomes destructive of these ends, that means they're not supporting our rights. Whenever government becomes destructive of ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. Well, let's take a look back at these amendment pages from the United States Constitution. Take a look, see here. I'm not much of a reader here, but let's try this. Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, closing down funerals, shutting down churches, prohibiting the free exercise thereof, so they've done that, abridging the freedom of speech. Well, we have hate crimes as an actual thing. We also have free speech zones outside of protest, where, if you want to go somewhere like the Bilderberg Group, that's fine. You can protest them. If you want to go to the World Trade Organization, you're absolutely obliged to do that. However, if you want to be one of the people protesting, well, guess what? If you want to be one of the people protesting, then guess what happens? We're going to put you in a pen about 10 miles outside of the main protest zone. We're going to have you in this little box that's rooted in by everybody. So, hey guys, just parked my new Lamborghini. This is my new crib. No, just kidding. This is an infomercial. If you're just joining, this is Auditing America. Welcome to Auditing America. Find Auditing America on Instagram. Also find him on TikTok altogether. And Snapchat. I'm going to go all the way to the back over here. Go outside. Yeah, let's go outside. Evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. So why are governments instituted among men? To secure our rights, our inalienable rights. Right? That whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. So right here, we have people shutting down churches. We have people shutting down cameras. We have people putting you in protest zones. We have people ripping family members apart at funerals, right? The freedom of press is fine if you have a little whisk. That's not so great, right? But if you have way too much makeup, unlike Lady Liberty, who doesn't wear way too much makeup, which I'm proud to go alongside her and audit, and the pinned comments of the last two videos and the description. So the last two videos we did, get those out, like, share, and subscribe to help other people find auditing
On the pinned comment.
On the pinned comment and both the last two videos that we did. So moving swiftly along to amendment number 2, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Well, have you ever went to Chicago? Have you ever went to DC or New York City? Seems pretty infringed to me. And it's so funny because the government that lost over 30 nuclear warheads said, we don't trust you with the gun. The government that's $23 trillion in debt says, we're going to give you a credit score. How about that? Amendment 3. Now, I make a philosophical argument here that Amendment 3 also comes under the unfortunate purview and scope of the National Security Agency. That's right, the National Security Agency. No soldier shall, in time of peace, be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in a time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. And this also coincides directly with the 4th Amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against all unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath, we talk about that a lot, or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. So that means you can't illegally spy on us. And even if a soldier is not necessarily in your house, but is digitally in your house, spying on you, what about Facebook selling all your data? What about Facebook? Guys, I've covered this on my show before twice, right? But just Google it. Facebook wants to read your thoughts. Just Google Facebook wants to read your thoughts. See what comes into news. It's pretty interesting. But don't worry, guys. Who cares about your right to defend yourself? Who cares about freedom of speech? Who cares that the NSA is using trillions of its own tax money to illegally spy on you because Wonder Woman's out and you're getting $600? Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Don't worry about. And that's why Mr. America does what he does. And that's why the Declaration of Independence is so very, very important. If you're just joining, smash the like button, subscribe to Lady Liberty, and thank you to all that super chatted. I cannot read the comments right now. Obviously, I'm just an idiot with the backwards hat and a fake microphone. I can't read the comments right now. I do go back, however, and scroll. I did notice a couple people, actually, in the last chat, challenged me. I always have an open challenge for a debate, as I've never been beaten in a debate, because I know what to debate. I won't take on a debate I can lose. And I also use the Socratic method. And whenever you use the Socratic method, you can technically never lose in a debate. You can only learn something, even if you lose. So I can never lose with the Socratic method. So I do hear a couple people want to take me up in a debate. If you are serious about that, reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram is Demand the Truth altogether. There's no spaces. DEMANDTHE, truth. Demand The Truth Altogether. Just like Auditing America's Instagram is Auditing America Altogether. There's no spaces. That's what he's also on TikTok. I know I'm a boomer, I say TikTok, but he's on TikTok. He's got 14 million views on there in a very short amount of time. So go over, give him a like, share, and subscribe, and get the content out. You know, people want to, give reviews on Wonder Woman or speculate who the next Black Panther is going to be, or salivate over what kind of PS5 they're going to buy and what kind of cosplay they're going to dress up when they get the $600 from Uncle Sam. But Lady Liberty, with her new channel, which is pinned in the comments of the last two videos we did, like, share, and subscribe. Give her a like, share, and subscribe. Help her get to the 1,000 subscribers so she can go live as well. Brand new channel, brand new tyrant slayer out there, brand new person that is giving liberty or death. And she's walking around with her torch, almost like a whisk, but she's walking around with her torch. And what she does, like our founding father said to do, is she's lighting, with her torch, she is lighting fires of liberty. And those ignite brush fires in the minds of men. And just by talking about liberty,